Hey guys, what's up? It's TennyBox here. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing the second episode of Scooby Doo and Guess Who, guest starring Abraham Lincoln. Why? I mean, kudos on the creativity. I just got done watching this episode. I've got to say, I didn't like it at all. It was honestly really difficult to get through. Just even 22 minutes or 24 minutes, which is the runtime of it. And 9 minutes in, I was like, this has to be over. There are redeeming qualities about it. I smiled one time during the episode. It's when the ghost made a reference about the whites of the soldier's eyes. That was funny, but it wasn't like, ha funny. It's just like, oh, okay. It's like not even a chuckle, but it's like a smile. And that's what a lot of Scooby Doo is. Like, sometimes, yeah, I'll laugh out loud at what they say, but I'll always have a smile on my face because I'm happy watching it, you know? Even though if it's not always laugh out loud funny, at least, even the worst episodes of Scooby Doo, it's like, at least have a smile on my face. I'm happy to be watching this. With this, I was like, oh, I really want to turn this off and go watch, like, What's New Scooby Doo, or Mystery Incorporated, or Where Are You, or Scrappy Doo, or New Scooby Doo movies. Any of them, really. I'd be willing to take I haven't watched 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. I'd rather watch that than this. Like, the whole thing, I'm gonna go into characters and stuff. This whole episode kind of gets hijacked. I'll talk about that in a minute. Actually, let me go on about like the main problem I have with the show so far. It's kind of what was similar to Be Cool Scooby Doo, even though I want to give that show another chance now because with that, at least there were funny things in it. I was like laughing sometimes. It might not have been my favorite show, but I was just like, the art style's awful and the mysteries are okay. But like, at least with the comedy, I was like able to laugh, even though some of it was trying way too hard. This show, 90% comedy, 10% mystery. But imagine the comedy that's 90% of it isn't funny at all. The funniest thing is a smile on you. Didn't laugh a single time. The 10% of mystery is like very, very, very loose mystery. Like kitty. This feels like a kiddie show, and I know Scooby Doo is designated towards kids. But why Abraham Lincoln for a guest star? If you're going, I know they brought back the classic. Don't even know the Cool Crew or whatever they're called. I don't even know. I like their idea of being the group, and they brought the funny thing. I got two smiles. I lied. I forgot about the last minute of the show. They had, after the whole mystery was solved, they brought back Speed Buggy for a second, and I was like, that's funny. Like, why isn't this humor all over the episode? Instead, it was the Cool Crew or whatever. I don't know their name. I apologize. Their crew, like, butting heads with Mr. Inc., and that was the whole episode. The zombie pirates things, or this, not pirates. Wow, I was thinking of Zombie Island for a second. I was happy for a moment. Like, for 0.5 seconds, I was like, ooh, good mystery. I was like, no. We're talking about Scooby Doo and Guess Who. That's such an awkward title to say, by the way. Back to the mystery. The pirates, I keep calling them pirates, I apologize. This brings so many, the design resembles Zombie Island so much just because of the zombie Civil War soldiers. And what a cool idea for a mystery. I know they've probably done Civil War stuff before and other war stuff, but like just zombie soldiers. They were genuinely creepy for about 0.2 seconds when they first showed them, and then I realized that they weren't going to have any stake in the plot whatsoever. Like, sure, that's, like, the end goal is to unmask them, but never once did I ever feel any sort of, like, threat? It's weird to say in a Scooby-Doo show, but, like, there was no stakes involved in this. Like, let's go back to Zombie Island. Stakes are, spoiler alert from Zombie Island, like, minus, like, the creepy mystery going on the island about the disappearances and stuff. The big stake at the end is like, if we don't survive this, if we don't stop these monsters, they're going to drain our life energy and we're gonna die. And it's like, okay, good stakes. That's the best Scooby Doo movie as far as I'm concerned, and I love all of them pretty much for the most part. But with this, it's just like they're like, boo, we're scary. We want the Civil War map. We want to get treasure or something. I never didn't follow it that much. I was like watching, my eyes were glued to the screen, but I was just like, this is headache inducing almost. And by the way, let's talk about the voice acting from the special guest, which isn't even the special guest. I don't know why the Cool Crew or whatever they're called, I'm gonna keep calling them that. I apologize if that's wrong. Roast me in the comments if that's wrong. Like I said, they hijacked the show. It wasn't even about Mystery Inc. anymore. It was just about like, ooh, which one's better? It's like, this is a show about Mystery Incorporated. Like, why not focus on them? I get guest stars are awesome, bring a person that's like an actual kids or like even kid to teenager like role model or things that they like. Like I don't know. I know Batman's gonna be like the last episode. Like is that gonna be the best one? Like Chris Paul, yeah, you can argue kids look up to him because basketball players, kids watch basketball sometimes, but like where are like why not bring like as weird as it might sound, why not bring like a YouTuber on or a kid's TV star or whatever like that? If it was like more people that I could like actually be like, oh, this is an actual person. Like Wanda Sykes, I know is I mean one of them. That's cool, but like, is that designated towards like the kid audience or is that designated towards like my age audience, like 21 years old? So it's like, oh, that's cool. Wanda Sykes is on there. She's hilarious. Or like, Batman and Robin. Like, yeah, kids look up to Batman, but like, why is it the last episode? Why is Abraham Lincoln the guest star of this episode? And it's not even him at the end of it. It's like the ghost pretending to be a ghost. I was like, one, it wasn't entertaining to begin with, and then two, it's just like another slap in the face. It's like, ooh, it's not even Abraham Lincoln, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't want to classify this show as trying too hard, because I honestly don't know if it was. The humor wasn't funny. There was like two things that made me smile, and it was like animation-wise. One was, like I said, the speed buggy people, and I guess voice acting plays a part of that, but it's like a 10-second end of the show joke. So you have to sit through 23 minutes or so to get that punchline, which isn't a punchline, it's just random. It's like in the first episode, like that made me laugh out loud with them like being like, it's probably the real estate agent, greedy real estate agent guy. It's definitely him. And it's like that was funny. Like just be subtle about your humor, but not like over the top. Like, oh look at me, I'm supposed to be funny. Ha ha ha! I'm a ghost. I'm doing funny things. Like I know it's a kid show, but kids aren't that dumb. I mean, if you're like at a very young age of watching this, you're gonna laugh at this. But if I can guarantee you, as a kid, if I was a kid like right now, if I was like I don't know, 12 years old or 13, 10, whatever, 9 even, I would be like, it doesn't even look that good. Like the animation too, man. I put it on my big screen, which is actually in front of me right now. It's this giant TV, and I had it on my phone last time I was watching it, which is probably my bad for the first review. Just watching it on my phone. Putting this on a big screen doesn't look pretty. It just, the animation looks bad. I don't want to say bad. It doesn't look bad. It just looks very average. It looks, I don't know. It just doesn't look great. It looks unpolished is what I'll say. I don't really know another word for it. Like, man, I just genuinely want to love this show, and I'm just going to try to still watch it. But this episode was genuinely not entertaining at all. The jokes 99% of the time didn't land, and when they landed, it wasn't funny enough for me to laugh. It was like a smile. That was all I got. And it wasn't even like a full smile. It wasn't like, oh, this is like really self-aware. This is really funny. That's another thing. Are they trying to be self-aware, or are they trying to be funny? Or is it like trying not to be self-aware, but like really funny? Because either way, it comes off as really awkward and discombobulated. Like, why not mystery 70%, comedy 30%? Like, that's what the old shows were. Or at least 80-20, you know? Like, I was actually curious, even though the mysteries were simple back then, and this is simple too, don't get me wrong, there's no character development in this whatsoever, and I'm not expecting there to be development necessarily, but I want there to be a character. Like, the bad guy's Jeb? Who's Jeb? Oh, he's the brother? Oh, we find out that after the fact he gets unmasked? Like, it doesn't... Sorry for being, like, over the top of my reaction. I just genuinely didn't like this episode. The first one was better, but it wasn't good either. I don't know, man. It's kind of heartbreaking, to be honest, because I wanted nothing but to love this show. And if you're only buying Boomerang, by the way, this is for people that paid for the service, because it's Boomerang or whatever. I think it's on a few other apps, but those are all subscription-based services, so you are paying for this, like any other show. Unless you're on like cable or whatever, but that's just cable bill. This isn't on cable or TV. This is on subscription-based services. And this is the product. And I've got to say, I don't think it's worth it. If you're going into this wanting to be like, I'm going to pay for my Boomerang subscription, pay for it because you want to watch the older Scooby Doos, or if you want to watch other, Warner Brother-esque cartoons, like the older ones, like Looney Tunes and like Tom and Jerry. Buy it for those and the old Scooby Doos. I buy it for solely old Scooby Doos, and I've watched a few other older cartoons just for a little laugh because it's like, oh, nostalgia. Um, if you're buying it just for Scooby Doo and Guess Who, my advice would be wait till if this is completely going looking down the road and before I review all the stuff, because if it's the same quality as this episode or even the first episode, it's not worth it. But if it is worth it, if you're a diehard Scooby fan like myself, then you're gonna be smarter. I'm not gonna be smart. I'm gonna review this every week because I'm an idiot. You're gonna wait until the end of the 12 weeks or whatever. I think it's like 12 episodes or however many episodes there are. Wait for it to end. Buy your $5 subscription. Binge watch them all within a month or a week or whatever you want to do, and get your verdict there and get your quality of content there. Because quite frankly, waiting $5 a month for a show that's 12 weeks long, I could never envision myself going to the store, buying this on DVD or Blu-ray, or even buying this on Google Play. Because for a fact they're gonna up-price the crap out of this when it's on Google Play. It's like $40 for or $20 for like a season of What's New Scooby Doo, and like for that I can justify it because 1, nostalgia, 2, good quality content, and 3, I love Scooby Doo as a character, and 4, it's also convenient to have it on my Google account so I can like stream it from wherever on whatever device. With this though, if you want to buy Boomerang for this episode and the first one, I'd hardly just urge you guys not to do that. It genuinely was disappointing. It wasn't funny in the slightest. Like I said, 2 funny lines that got a semi-smirk out of me from both of them, but the only time I laughed during the hour of this show, and that's episodes 1 and 2, was the real estate joke from episode 1. I will continue to review this because you guys probably want me to, and also I want to get my thoughts out there. And this isn't just to be like a pessimist or anything. If anything, I'm not even a critic on this type of thing. I am a Scooby Doo, I don't want to say fanboy because, like I said, I'm not going to just like eat up garbage, but I'm going to be more lenient on things like mystery, or character development, or just overall quality. Like I said, I was nice to be cool Scooby Doo in this video. I was like, okay, at least that made me laugh a few times. That was funny. It might have been over the top and a bit annoying and it tried too hard, but it made me laugh a few times. That was a good, another reviewer is what I'd say. A more critical reviewer would say, like, this felt at blank, blank, blank. And I did that for this episode. I'm trying to be critical because, 1, I love it, but 2, I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is coming from something that isn't going to be over the top critical. I'm just being base level critical as a Scooby Doo. I don't want to say fanboy. That's an awful word. I don't like that. But as a Scooby Doo fan, I'll say I'm not going to just devour, things that are just, or I'm not going to just consume. That's the word I was looking for. I don't like to devour. That's weird. I'm not going to consume content and be like, or bad content and be like, oh yeah, 10 out of 10. Like, I'm not even going to review this as like a number score. I did for the first one. I think I had like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I don't want to do that. Just listen to my words. For this episode, just no. Avoid it like the plague. Even if, I would even say if you bought the subscription, just at the end of this, just don't skip over 2. Unless 3's worse, then maybe we'll watch 2 because it's better than 3. I don't know. Is that thunder I hear? That's horrifying. Maybe somebody's moving a chair outside. Either way, sorry for the distraction. Yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys want to subscribe, that'd be awesome and amazing and super, super humbling and just awesome. It's over the top awesome. Getting like 10 subscribers from the last video is just blowing my mind. Even though you were probably like, 10 subscribers, that's nothing compared to like a 1 million subscriber YouTuber. But for me, it's pretty much everything when it comes to this quality content, or not quality content, this content creation. I hope it's quality content. But yeah, I could make an hour-long video talking about why I didn't like this episode. And I would just be disappointed at the end of it all. Because when I want to talk about Scooby Doo, I want to talk about things I like on this channel. And when it comes to this, there isn't much to review anyways, because it's just so... it's like eating nothing. You know what I mean? It's like you're consuming something, but there's nothing there. There's no meat or potatoes to this. There's no content. The only thing that was remotely funny was the whites of their eyes joke, and that in itself was like, that's kind of funny, but it's not going to warrant a laugh. I'm not like, I am somebody that laughs at really cheap humor too. I will go watch a really dumb movie like Sharknado and laugh it up, and I'll be like, this is an awesome movie. Or I will go watch a summer blockbuster comedy movie and I'll laugh. And I might not rewatch it again, or I may buy it on Blu-ray some way down the line, somewhere down the line. But I'll be like, this is funny. Even though it's like not 10 out of 10 funny, I had a good time. With this, you almost had I had no expectations for the show, and it still disappointed me. I don't know. I'm sorry for being pessimistic, and if you want to dislike this for me giving my honest opinion, that's completely up to you guys. I would hope you wouldn't do that. I hope people be more mature than that. But if you guys agreed with me, let me know in the comment section down below. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys thought about this episode of Scooby Doo and Guess Who. See, I keep wanting to say Be Cool Scooby Doo because that's like the new one or the newer one. And Guess Who? Like, I get it. It's like a clever title, but it sounds so awkward when making videos. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's like, have you seen Scooby Doo and Guess Who? I don't know. Why wouldn't they just call it Guess Who Scooby Doo? Like, that sounds way better. Like, hey guys, welcome back to the episode review of Guess Who Scooby Doo. I don't know. I'm asking too much of the show. I'm sorry. I'm still doing the 50 years of Scooby Doo reviews. I'm gonna go back through and review every single piece of Scooby Doo medium. I thought I was gonna, for the TV show, I was gonna do every episode, but that sounds almost like suicide. Also, I might just do, I may just do like the whole show as a review, or maybe even season 1 review, season 2 review, rather than season 1, episode 1 review, because I might get a little bit too much. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want me to do with that. I will, of course, listen to your guys' input because it's important to me, and it's what I use to grow my channel and my character, you know? I don't know. This show was just not... This episode, I mean, wasn't good, and I apologize for anybody that was looking forward to me saying it was a 10 out of 10 episode. Go watch it. It's Scooby Doo's back. No. It just shows me that they're just either trying too hard or not at all. And either way, it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. And it sucks. I don't want to say embarrassing because that sounds mean. This is somebody that, like I said, diehard Scooby Doo fan. But I respect and love the writers and voice actors, all of this. Even though it may not be my cup of tea and it may not be funny or good, I still want to give them credit for making this show because it takes something to put it out there and just let people criticize it or whatever. That's awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode, or this video review. I will be making another one probably today for Mystery Incorporated. If not, I'll be making another video talking about something, because I want to vary up the channel, not just talking about Scooby-Doo. As much as I'm going to have a lot of Scooby-Doo content on the channel, I do want to vary it up a bit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Keep calm and trust your instincts. Remember, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Like it if you want to. Dislike it if you want to. I don't recommend that, but you're free to do whatever you want. Thanks for watching, guys. Have yourselves a good one, and peace out.